is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast, guys. We're talking about neighbours taking advantage of you. I know, Tom, you've got an amazing story of that elderly woman that lived next door to you who took advantage of you, which was...
Yes.
Had you been drinking or she didn't know she was coming round?
That is...
Yeah, look, it was the weirdest funeral I've been to, but...
When you ask for extra sugar, Tom, I don't mean dressed like that, if you know what I mean.
Naughty but nice. Many would say far too sweet, Tom. Neighbours taking advantage of you.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Please discuss on the podcast. We will.
Neighbours taking advantage of you. Was it Toadie?
Good.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I love a good wrestling name. Actually, do you remember last week we were talking about the MMA fighter who decided not to change his name because his MMA name was very similar to probably the biggest celebrity in the world? Actually, the Project were talking about this.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if you've seen this, but other Taylor, your enemy, she's actually given the sport a go, a bit of MMA. How do you rate this action?
Lethal.
Are you scared?
Oh, I mean, she definitely shouldn't quit singing.
Seriously.
No, it's Taylor Swift. There's an MMA fighter called Taylor Swift, and he has decided, I'm not changing my name.
No.
I'm going to run with it. So, over the years, my favourite wrestler was Rowdy Roddy Piper. There's been some great names. There was another guy called Bill Ding, the evil engineer.
Building.
Bill Ding.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of wrestlers.
This one's my favourite, though, because there's a lot of regional wrestling shows that you can go to, just locals.
Yeah, right.
There's a guy that comes out in a pair of ripped jeans and he's got a flannelette shirt on, very grungy, and his name is Stephen Flo, and he comes out to this song each time.
Did Stephen sing it himself? Did he lay the track?
Stephen Flo! And he wrestles in a flannelette shirt and some ripped jeans.
Tommy, can we get
He's
Stephen
the
Flo on the show?
Oh, Stephen. For every sting that Fitzy wants to do, I think we need Stephen Flo.
Oh, I mean, if we got Jason Yang on the show, hi, I'm Jason Yang, then we should be able to get Stephen Flo on.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Have your neighbours taken advantage of you? I've got a great story I'm about to tell you next, but my old man, as a Sparky, had said that he has rocked up to so many jobs and seen stuff like the next door neighbours have rewired everything so their power bill is paid by the neighbours.
Oh, you're kidding me.
He gets it all the time. He said, I used to get it all the time.
Stealing from
Do
the
you
neighbours.
understand that your neighbours are taking your power?
Gee, my bill's gone up. It's almost doubled.
13 24 10, if you've got a story of how your neighbours were taking advantage of you. This is a lady here in New South Wales. This has gone viral. Have a listen to this.
When we first moved into this house, our neighbours knocked on our door and asked us if it would be okay if they used our hose. I said yes. I was like, that's no problem. Just make sure you put it back. And yesterday, I caught them showering with our hose on the front lawn. Like, I'm talking brought out the front on their driveway shampoo and conditioner and soap and were showering with our hose on their front driveway. Are they just taking the piss?
Yeah, they are, and then they're just filling up the pool now.
Because you know what? You want to just go, you can just hose that down or whatever, or use it, or if you've got sand on your feet, that's fine. You can use my hose. That's fine. But when they've got the shampoo and conditioner out and the whole family's having a shower.
It's like that scene from Afterlife where the postman knocks on the door and says to Ricky Gervais, can I use your bathroom? And he says, yeah, okay, come in quickly. After about half an hour, he says, mate, are you all right? And he says, yeah, I'm just having a bath. Having a bath, I'm about to go on a date.
Jackie from Mascot, tell us about your neighbour, Jack.
My neighbour used to come into my front yard and take all the figs off my fig tree.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You've got to ask, Jackie. Didn't even ask?
No, he would bring an actual shopping bag in and fill the shopping bag
Oh,
up.
my God. Jack, tell me if you think this is okay, because round the corner from us there's a lemon tree that hangs over the fence. So I go and pinch lemons.
No,
because they're on
you
the
got to
street.
ask, mate.
Yeah, but
I think you got to ask, but I think that's fine if they're growing over the fence.
that's the
a bit
thing.
different.
Someone wandering into your garden with a plastic bag to fill
see,
up on figs.
We've got a tiny little lemon tree, right? But you've got to get through. There's a fence there,
Yep.
and you can fit your arm through there, but you've really got to reach to get to a lemon. And I've caught many of people just
Get your arm
straining
back.
to get a lemon, and there's nothing better just opening up the window and going, "Oi,
Get off me
and
lemons!
freaking them out." Tanya in Penshurst has given us a call. You got a sneaky neighbour?
I have a very sneaky neighbour. He's been sneaking down our driveway and going into the tubs we've been putting for our recycling bottles, not in our yellow bin, and taking all the plastic ones and leaving the glass bottles. I don't have a problem if he knocked on our door, but they're not even in our yellow bin.
Right, so he's getting the 10 cents for the plastics.
He uses it because I think he can't carry the glass, they're a bit heavy. But it's annoying because we put them into separate tubs and they're for my son, so...
Oh, okay. And then it becomes awkward having to have a chat.
I've got to put my hand up here. Neighbours got a skip bin yesterday.
Oh, really? What you dump in there?
Is that fair? That's
No,
free
it's not.
That,
No, it's not. They've got it for a reason,
that's
and they're
free
paying
for all,
for
isn't it? It's free for all,
No,
just to put
it
a
is
couple of
not.
extra boxes and stuff in there.
Nothing communal about it.
Gabby in Forestville, what happened with your neighbour?
Hey, so my partner has a tractor, and fair enough, most of the guys on the street, if they need anything, we'll do the odd little job just to help out. But there's this one particular neighbour that every single time we're in the backyard, you can start to see him hovering around. My partner moved 10 tons of mulch for him.
Yeah.
Didn't even get a slab of beer. Like, come on, minimum, right?
Oh,
Easily.
what?
The great Australian currency.
It's all you need is one slab, and you can get it for $50 these days.
Thanks, Gab. Appreciate it. Alex in Penrith, tell us about your neighbour.
Yeah, neighbour. We actually, we're a corner block. I've got one street there on the corner. We're both number 25.
Yeah.
And for probably the last 3 years we've been there, we shared mail. So for about a month, I had their newspapers coming to my house. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Half my mail goes to them, half their mail comes to us.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that's just annoying, Alex, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, same number, corner block. So we're a completely different spot, but...
Yeah,
we get it all done.
frustrating, mate. Hang in there.
Lachlan in Wollongong, how are you taking advantage of Lachlan?
Yeah, so I've got this elderly neighbour, Shirley, such an old name. Anyway, I thought, you know what, I'll be a good neighbour. I'll mow her lawns, look after her.
Good work.
Anyway, so take care of her. Anyway, I told her I was going away one weekend. I couldn't do it. I shit you not. I caught her doing it herself. She's taken advantage of me.
Oh, man.
She can
You know
do
what I mean? She's pretending to be old, isn't she, Loch? She's pretending to be old and broken.
Bloody Shirley.
Maybe Shirley has got a crush on Lachlan.
Well, maybe.
Shirley, she
my
can
God.
do the lawns herself, but she's letting Lockie do it.
Get her to do your lawns, Loch. Reverse the deal.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Bringing you a very special show tomorrow, live from LIV Golf in Adelaide.
And speaking of LIV Golf, this man is going to play an integral part of the tournament at LIV Golf. It's the magnificent Bubba Watson. He's part of the Range Goats team, and he joins us now. Bubba!
Thanks for having me.
With LIV Golf, you're in the beautiful Adelaide. Do you get the best house out of all the golfers, Bubba? Do you have terms and conditions that you need when you go to one of these tournaments around the world?
Yeah, I need to make sure that every hotel I stay at has cheeseburgers and French fries.
Thank God. How do we go as a country with cheeseburgers and fries? Are we okay?
They're good.
Yeah,
They're good.
We copied you.
You can't really mess up. You can't really mess up French fries, right?
No, this is true. This is true.
No, you can't. You're a basic man, Bubba. That's all you need in life. Is that your rider when you are going around? Anything else on your rider at tournaments?
No, that's pretty much it. As long as I can eat the same stuff every day, I'm good.
Oh, how good is that?
Bubba, well, LIV Golf is one big party, and I think you've seen that, the last 2 years at the Adelaide event, it's getting bigger and bigger, and the state has embraced it, the country has embraced it. Where do we sit on the watering hole, Bubba? With some of these tournaments that you've played around the world, where do Australians sit in embracing that party attitude?
Well, I've got two things for this one. This set me up really good here. I really love the party hole. Like, or the watering hole, we word it different things in different places. The watering hole, I just want to make a hole-in-one. I just want people to celebrate and just go crazy.
Yeah.
I'll take my shirt off and run up and down the fairway. But, this year we're having the family hole on number 6. And we're actually going to have goats out there. We're going to have a little petting zoo. We're going to have goats out there, and where the kids can have some fun. So, yeah.
Are you being fair dinkum? I mean, in Australia we say fair dinkum, but is that true? You've got a petting zoo on hole 6?
No, I'm not being fair dinkum.
You know what? And I think that's the exciting thing about it too. You actually don't know what to believe, because when you talk about, the party hole, what's it like putting, knowing that when that ball goes in, possibly there's 1,000 plastic cups coming at you?
Hey, I just hope the putt goes in. I don't want to get booed for missing, so I get nervous on that hole. But going back to the original thing, yes, it is 100% true. Our team name is the Range Goats, and so
awesome.
This is our first year outside the country bringing in goats, and so we made the little kids party hole, or family hole as you'd call it.
Yep.
And so we're going to have like a little petting zoo there with goats and have fun with them. We're going to change it up.
Bubba, do you know why I think you're universally loved so much? Is because you're every golfer out there. We know how frustrating the game can be, but you are the one man that's on this professional tournament that taught himself how to play golf.
Yep, never had a lesson. So my struggles are my own, and my good things are my own. Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I love the game of golf, and I love trying to create. And so, yeah, it's worked out great for me. Maybe not for a lot of other people, but it's worked out good for me.
At what age, though, Bubba, did you watch your first video and go, I reckon that's what I want to do?
So I started at age 6. My first golf club was at age 6. My dad played every once in a while, so I went out with him. And he would ride in the cart. I would be behind him just whacking my 9-iron down the fairway. Mm-hmm. And then my first golf tournament was age 8. And so, so Payne Stewart was my idol. Because I could pick him out of the crowd, right? He wore his knickers. He looked different. So I could easily pick him out of the crowd. And so that's the guy I always watched when he was – and around that time, he started winning majors, U.S. Opens. That was like in the late 80s where he really came on board as a great golfer.
I love that, Bubba. You must have been inspired too. I mean, if you go back to the hamburger or the cheeseburger with fries, you must have been inspired by Long John Daly, because some of his sort of healthy habits were fairly obvious on the golf course too. You mates with Long John?
Yeah, who isn't? I mean, that man will give you the shirt off his back. He's such a kind-hearted man and good family with his kids. But we all have struggles every once in a while that stick out in the media. But he's a great guy.
Do you know, I think he was in a band at one stage where they sang the song "All My Exes Wear Gold Rolexes."
Exactly. Platinum now.
Platinum, of course.
Platinum
he
now.
Stepped it up.
Bubba, this is your opportunity. What are the Aussie boys like? What's Leishman like? What's Cam Smith? Do they like to, we call it sledging here in Australia, do they get stuck into you? Is there a bit of banter between the golfers on the LIV tournament?
There is, but it's all playful. It's all in good fun. But obviously, when we come here, I mean, they're the number one target, right? Because it's home field advantage. The fans cheer for everybody, but obviously they want their hometown crowd to win. But we'll definitely needle them, especially when they do some funny stuff, because they're going to do some crazy stuff for social media this week. And so we'll pick on them a little bit and have fun with them. And they'll probably make fun of the goats being out there on 6.
Awesome. Just awesome. We're going to be there, Bubba. We can't wait.
Bubba, we love you. Like I said, you are universally loved in the game of golf. And you can see Bubba this weekend. LIV Golf returns to Adelaide. Make sure you get down there and check it out. Good luck this weekend, Bubba. We can't wait to run into you and have a chat.
Oh, man. Thank y'all. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Bubba.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I think this is the first time we've introduced something new to 2025. It's a brand new game. It's called Brand Man.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci and Gabbana. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. Brand Man.
And welcome to the very first episode of Brand Man.
You'd be good at an advertising agency, I reckon.
Thank you, mate. Did you know there's an estimated 500,000 brands in the world? But how many do you know? Tom and Fitzy, you're playing today, going head-to-head.
Oh, play along in the car too.
Yeah, absolutely. How well do you know them? This game is very simple. So we're going to read out a question about a brand, and if you've got the answer, you score a point. 10
Do we have to
questions.
say our names, or you just yell it out?
Name is your buzzer.
Okay.
There's 10 questions. Who can get the most right? The questions could be anything from the colours of a logo to a slogan or a jingle. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Very, very simple. Question number 1. What colours make up the IKEA logo?
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
Yellow and white.
Tom.
Tom.
Blue and yellow.
Correct. Fitzy stumbles. Tom picks up the point. Which brand belongs to this famous phone number?
That's 13, 30, 32.
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
Auto-tune.
Tom.
No.
Tom. Lubemobile will fix the lot. Home or office on the spot.
Tommy!
The old Lubemobile.
I mean, you've been dancing around the right areas, Tommy. Sorry, Fitzy, but you're just missing it. Easy breezy beautiful is the tagline from which brand?
Easy breezy beautiful.
Easy breezy beautiful. Been around for a while. Any idea? Tom.
Cover girl.
Yes, it is, my
Is
cute
it?
sister.
What is Cover Girl? I don't know. I know the jingle, but not what it is.
It's like a Maybelline, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
like
makeup.
a makeup
makeup.
product.
Okay.
Pretending
okay.
you don't know, Tommy.
For my girl, for my sister.
3-zip at this stage to Thomas Bryan. What symbol, Ryan James, is found above the words, just do it?
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
A tick.
Yep, or swoosh. We'll accept it. You're on the board. Congratulations. I hope we're all enjoying Brand Man.
Oh, it's a halftime sting.
Oh,
wow. This is new and
Well,
fresh.
Tommy's known as the Brand Man.
Yeah.
All
Whoa,
Brand
that's
Man.
true. Yeah, better than my other nickname, the Russell Brand Man.
Yes, because he's been cancelled. All right, finish this slogan. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, There are some things money can't buy. For everything else,
Don't know that one.
Oh, come on.
I've heard it.
It's
or
a
seen
credit
it.
card?
Yes,
it's
it is.
Credit
It's a
card?
credit card, Ryan James. You don't have one.
I'll say MasterCard.
Yes, it is.
Good. Well done.
You're a Visa guy. Here we go. 2-3. Tommy still leads. Woolworths' logo includes a W shaped as what fruit?
Tom, is it an apple?
Yes, it is, Thomas. 4-2. Congratulations.
Wow. Good get, Tom.
Brand Man.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Which brand does this jingle belong to?
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
Aeroplane jelly.
Yes, it is. Congratulations. 3-4. Thomas leads.
So what do we need to get to?
Best of 10.
Best of 10.
Could be a draw. NAB's logo contains a red star. How many points does the star have?
Fitzy. 6.
No. Tom?
5.
No. Fitzy?
7.
Correct. 4 all. Jeez.
Good.
Here we go. Question number 9. Melts in your mouth, not in your hand, is the slogan for which brand?
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
Cadbury?
No. Thomas.
Tom. It's M&M.
Tom takes a 5-4 lead.
Oh, good get, Tom.
All right, Tommy.
thanks,
I know.
Fitzy.
I thought glass and a half was, but I thought that might have been another one
No.
for Cadbury.
What colour is the K in the Kmart logo?
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
It's red, isn't it?
Correct.
So this is
5 all.
tiebreaker.
5 all. Tiebreak.
Tiebreaker. Who would have thought?
Shut up and take my money.
Fitzy.
Fitzy.
KFC.
Yes, it is. Bang! You are today's Brand Man.
Brand Man. This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Well, let's talk Super Bowl. We had the Premier on yesterday, Minzy. He said Jordan Mailata will not be getting a statue.
Ah, damn.
As the first Aussie to win a Super Bowl.
Fair bit of bronze you'd need there as well.
Heaps.
Has anyone seen the high school photos?
Oh, my God. When we spoke to his sports teacher the other day and he said, yeah, he was always a big boy.
Oh.
I didn't know he was that big.
The class photo.
Oh, my God.
I
Jess,
mean,
have you
there's the
seen that? We got to get that up on Instagram, Tommy.
There's the actual photo of the class, and then there's a photo of everybody sort of walking away. away and he steps on someone and
Yeah, he does.
They're on the bottom of his shoe.
There's 3 kids that are crushed in the taking of the shot. Let's move on to something that I discovered yesterday. There's always these stories that float around. When you get people together, Fitz, things can go wrong. And this man has now been labelled the most hated man in America. Talk about a bad bloke effort. Listen to this.
The guy at the Super Bowl who got caught cheating on his wife on the Jumbotron is the most hated man in America today. His wife got him those Super Bowl tickets for his birthday, and she was planning on going with him until he was like, hey, my best friend from college really wants to go. Can I have the other ticket too? And the wife was like, okay, that seems cool, but it wasn't cool when the Eagles scored a touchdown and they show the people in the crowd, and then he's making out with not his best friend from college, but his female coworker. So the wife's fuming, right? So what'd she do? She popped open his work laptop and started sending emails from his work email, and they were very inappropriate. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, boss, that email wasn't for you. It was supposed to be for Jessica, the girl he was at the game with. And so the husband got fired this morning because it turns out that even if it's an accident, you can't email your boss in corporate America and tell him you want to do those types of things to him.
I mean, there's the bad bloke effort of what he did, but Tommy, did we slide very quickly into revenge moments when you found out they were cheating?
Oh yeah, 13-24-10.
See, the one for me, I don't know if it's true, but the September 11 one, when the woman is watching the towers come down and her husband worked at the World Towers.
Yeah.
And so she is frantic, going, oh my God. She's ringing his phone.
Yeah.
Both towers are down, and he picks up the phone.
Hey, honey, where are you?
And she's like, oh my God, you're alive. And he's like, yeah, what are you talking about? I'm at work. I'm in the office. And she's like, I'm watching the television, and your office is not there.
The World Trade Center does not exist. Where are you?
Apparently that is a true story. Oh, and he was at his mistress's house.
Oh, my God.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Mariah Carey. Can we talk Mariah Carey? Well, you know, the other day I was talking about her. She's struggling. She's in a fair bit of debt.
What do you mean she's in debt?
Well, they were saying that she spends $66,000 on spa treatments for her dogs, $148,000 a month on exotic flowers, and $14,000 per session for hair and makeup.
Oh, my God, I want to come back as one of Mariah's dogs.
She's currently doing a Vegas residency, right? Okay, so she's cashing in. The thing is, though, someone went and saw her yesterday and they're not happy because she's hardly moving up on stage. Okay. I'm going to play you some audio. You can hardly hear her. She's not really putting in any effort. But have a look at the lack of movement with the dancers around her on stage, Whip.
Oh my God.
She's not even singing.
You sure that's not a statue?
So a lot of people are saying she's only got 2 more shows in her Vegas residency, but she's obviously over
She's had a gutful.
She wants the coin. A lot of people, I mean, as she's got older, her voice was so unbelievable and she got it so high that you can't sustain that forever.
When she came out and she sang, I can't live if living is without you, everyone fell in love. They went, oh my God, this is a phenomenal talent.
Well, what's the one song that she makes the most money off?
Oh, the Christmas song.
All I Want for Christmas. Well, she was even questioned about that when she performed it at the end of last year. Because she's got to perform it every year, and it's getting harder and harder. Someone isolated her vocals when she went on Good Morning America. Have a listen to this.
Make my wish come true. I'm just gonna keep on waiting. You. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Won't you please bring my baby to me? So make my wish come true. You.
I mean, all the parts are there.
She did a little cough before she went in that bit. Can you do that again, Jess? Oh, she went for it.
You.
It's understandable, though. It's hard to get your voice up that high the whole time.
My God.
I feel like the Vegas residency, and obviously you're not going to knock back the money, but that's where they sort of go just to cash in, and they're not putting... Remember Britney did the Vegas residency?
That's right, for quite a while.
This is her isolated vocal.
Brittany, we're on. Brittany, you there? We're on. This is not a warm-up.
Have we got any more in the system there, Jess? Can you check? Do you remember we did... I mean, this is off topic a little bit, but remember... And anyone who's seen the movie, a complete unknown at the moment, Bob Dylan is an absolute genius, but as he got older, he just...
Grumpy.
He became more grumpier and disinterested. Yeah. Remember he had to do We Are the World?
Yes. So this is back in the 80s. Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder.
All the biggest names.
Bob Geldof.
Raising money. And then Bob comes in. I don't think Bob was into it.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
He finished all right.
I mean, unique voice as it is.
What's that?
That's you, Bob. That was your voice.
Bob. Have you also got the other one was Courtney Love from Hole.
Oh, that's right.
When Hole reformed, I think, and she was...
Is that in the system, Jess?
Be. I want to start in demonology. Hey, so glad you could make it. Yeah.
I've seen some Hole though. She's a great performer.
Ever been to a battle of the bands at like a school fete? That's exactly what it sounds like.
I know.
All right, let's get into it, guys.
We need a Vegas residency, Tom.
Yeah. Thanks, Tim.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I love the origin of songs and I love the meaning behind them. And you know what? Usually when a band first starts out, the singer is writing lyrics about what's happened in their lives. So there's a fair bit of meaning behind it. Actually, there's a great podcast called Song Exploder, which is the origin of song. Actually, Jess, I got you onto the Gracie Abrams song, didn't I?
Yeah, it was so good. Even had all the voice memos from when they first recorded it and came up with the song.
Her and her best friend who live with each other, they're at home and then all of a sudden a riff will come into their head and then they'll just start writing about what's happening in their life at the time. And then a song comes together. And you know what? You've seen Ed Sheeran do it. Ed Sheeran can do it in 10 minutes.
Songwriter.
It's crazy. But I do love it when a singer writes about something that's really affected them in life. And this is a punk band. I don't even know what the name of the band is, but this has gone viral. And you can tell that the singer is really fired up. And he's written a song about one of his first jobs in his life. Okay. And he's not happy because he got ripped off. And he gets to write it down and his band gets to put a song together and he gets to fire up to the crowd before he's about to play the song. Have a listen to this.
When I was 15 years old, I started my first job. I worked at something called a horse insemination plant. Every goddamn day, I'd go to this barn and I'd have to walk down a line with a horse on either goddamn side of me, fully erect. And I had to grasp in each hand and rub it until completion and collect it. This was selling for $1 million a gallon, and I was getting paid $4 a goddamn hour. There are three people in this goddamn world. There's the man who owns the horse and gets the money. There's the man who has the money and gets the horse. And there's us, me, you. And we get nothing.
We get nothing.
Oh, the real horse whisperer.
Great song.
Oh, isn't that brilliant?
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Got a bit of a hero story from my house last night, Ryan James. Thanks, Mariah.
De Niro's.
Yeah. Bit of a Robert De Niro.
It better not be a hero story on yourself because you gave us one last week.
Yeah, what was the hero story from last week that I did?
What is this, a regular segment now? Just you telling stories of what you've done?
What did I do again, Jess, last year?
You saved a lady's baby from going on the road, but you smacked her in the face.
Yeah, I gave her a forearm across the forehead.
So maybe anti-hero.
Tried to be a hero, but fumbled. Last night, bloody scary. Go with scary music now, Jess. And then come back to Mariah for more hero gear once I get to the punchline. So what happened was, I'm lying in bed. It's 2 a.m. There's a massive crash. There's a massive sound in the house. I'm there. I mean, Lisa and I are in separate bedrooms. Yeah. And I hear the noise, and I'm scrambling, Fitz, to get my sleep apnea machine off my head. Right, because I've got my mouth guard in and I've got my mask and a chin strap. So I've got all this going on my head.
So hot.
No, we had the aircon on. So I'm like...
No, I'm just saying it. It's a sexy look.
So I'm...
Visualising you in a mask that's not leather.
Bit of a change. It's good. Mate, I look like a fighter pilot. That's what I look like. Like anyone that look at me and go, oh my God, Top Gun, I love Top Gun. Put the green overalls on. Anyway, so I'm scrambling to get the headgear off and I'm trying to stop the air pressure machine that's keeping me alive at night. Lisa comes running into the room. She's got mouth tape over her mouth and a headband on with an eye mask sort of hanging on her head. And she can't really scream because she's got her mouth taped, so she sleeps through her nose. She's really focused on nose breathing at the moment. So she runs in with a mouth...
How much gaffer tape do you use for that?
It's specific mouth taping, so you've got a tiny bit of air that still goes through the middle there, but it looks like a big set of lips.
Why do you need to wear that?
You just put it over so you don't breathe through your mouth. So
what's wrong with breathing through your mouth?
You apparently get a better sleep if you sleep with your mouth shut. Don't ask me this. Ring her and find out. But the sticker is a huge, like, Joker smile sticker that goes over her mouth. So
can you wear that during the show?
So she runs in with this giant set of lips on her face. And I'm
what was his name?
So I'm thinking, this is a ridiculous scene. She's trying to yell at me and go, what just happened? What's that noise? What's that noise? So I'm ripping my headgear off. And I said, I heard it, honey. Just stay with me. It was from this is meant to be scary, Jess. Where's the music gone? I need all the support I can get.
We've lost interest.
So
I'm still trying to breathe through my nose here. Keep going.
So here I am. And I've only ever said this to her once before. I said, I'm going to go downstairs. Someone's broken in. Someone is in the house, right? It was a massive bang. So I've got the light on my phone and I'm wandering downstairs. But as I went down the stairs, I said to Lisa, because she came to follow me down the stairs, I said, stop, babe. Stop right there. I can't have you in any form of danger if I'm taking on a possible killer.
Oh, my God.
Now, that might have been just looking for the car keys or something like that. I don't know. But I said, honey, don't you come down these stairs. I can't have your death on my watch. So I went down the stairs and I said to her, because she said, I'm coming, I can help you. And I said, no. You will be the last line before the kids. Sacrifice yourself before their death. So she stood at the top of the stairs. I wandered around looking behind curtains. I went downstairs, into the bathroom. Maybe they're behind the door. I kick the door shut. Nothing bounces back. So I think, no, there's no one hiding behind the door. I wander around through the kitchen thinking that
Butler's gone. Chef's gone home. Butler's gone.
Yeah, where's Bum Bum in all of this?
Where's your driver? Is the driver around?
Great.
Was the landscaper in his swag out in the backyard just waiting for you to wake up?
No, he hadn't arrived yet. I then went back upstairs to Lisa and I said, everything's okay, I've checked. Now let's search upstairs to make sure the kids are okay. What had happened, you're right, Jess, I should have gone into the kids' room first. I thought about that, but rushing to get my mask off was really traumatic. So I go into the kids' room and there is a picture on the wall that has fallen off, smashed a Lego pinata and landed on the ground and smashed itself. And this is how emotional it was, because I went back to bed in tears. Not only did I know my family had been threatened, or I thought it was, but it was the plaque that we got from Guinness World Record, Hot Wheels record-breaking track. And it was shattered on the floor in the kids. And I was like, That meant everything to our kids. You there, mate? You breathing through your nose again? You've taped him out.
Yeah, I've just put some of that tape on my mouth and I've gone to sleep.
And even in that moment where I knew what had happened, I still had safety first. I said, honey, you get yourself safe back to bed. And I took her by the hand and I walked her down the hallway to her room on the left. Thanks, Jess. And I tucked her in, patted her head and put a new lip sealer on so she couldn't open her lips. So
I'm just filling out the form for Un-Australian of the Year.
And after that, I checked the kids, 1, 2, 3, got myself back to Beather, hit go on the airflow. Hit go on the air.
Did you feel better afterwards?
I shouldn't have even bothered with the story, should I? Just turn up the music and then a hero comes along. That's 2 weeks in a row. I am your local hero, Sydney.
I'll turn him down.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.